ruled on cases she hadn't heard. Then she decided to leave for Florida, according to the disciplinary board and court records show. Judge Marissa Brumbach was found to be in violation of the state constitution and code judicial conduct by the Pennsylvania Court of Judicial Discipline. I'm Tyrone Bowman. This is Tyrone Bowman Tonight. According to the Philadelphia Inquirer, a Philadelphia municipal court judge violated the state law and judicial canons when she made it appear that she had ruled on 95 traffic citations ahead of a trip to Florida. The State Court of Judicial Discipline has ruled Municipal Court Judge Marissa Brumbach violated a provision of the state constitution and the Code of Judicial Conduct when she signed 95 traffic citations, marking some, quote, guilty in absentia, close quote, or withdrawn, close quote. The Judicial Discipline Court said in an opinion filed this past Tuesday. While the court acknowledged that judges in traffic court often make rulings without witness testimony or evidence, it found that Brumbach erred in making her rulings a day early. Assuming that most defendants wouldn't show up in court, a judge should not sign a disposition for a case before considering all evidence in an actual fair and impartial hearing or trial, the court said in the opinion. The State Judicial Conduct Board filed a complaint against Brumbach on December 14, 2022, holding 9 counts of judicial misconduct for her actions. Brumbach's attorney, Matt Haverstick, said Wednesday he and his client disagreed with the court's findings and expected to file objections to the court's findings. The judge did not respond to an email request for comments. The board's chief counsel, Melissa L. Norton, could not immediately be reached. Brumbach was relegated to administrative duties on January 10, 2022, and hasn't returned to the bench since, said Haverstack. I think the court also made plain that the Judicial Conduct Board really made out the conduct to be a lot worse than it was, he said. I think that latter facts is reflected in the rejection of the bulk of the claims made by the Conduct Board against Judge Brumbach. On January 7, 2022, Brumbach was scheduled to preside over traffic cases in municipal court. About 2 months earlier, she had asked to take the day off to attend an event in Florida, but never was told whether she could make or take the trip. The day before she was to depart, her supervisor, President Judge Patrick Dugan, denied her request in an email according to the court's opinion. Before she left, Brumbach formulated a plan to review the cases scheduled for January 7th. Let me interject something here. Now, if this was a black judge that did the same thing, the same exact thing, that black judge would have been removed from the bench. This is another example of white privilege. I don't care if you do get angry. That's the way it is. What does her attorney have objections to? She violated the law, pure and simple. Disciplinary judicial action was taken against her. She violated it. She should be not only punished, but sanctioned as well. In some instances, removed from the bench. So let's continue with this article. She asked the prosecutor working in her courtroom to review the files and see which ones could be withdrawn, the court wrote. The prosecutor ended up withdrawing 17 citations. And without any testimony, Brumbach reviewed the remaining citations and marked 40 as guilty in absentia and 38 as not guilty in absentia, the court found. She had planned to call her court staff during the day to docket the cases as if she had been there. Ooh, what deceit, the court said. If anyone showed up to request a full hearing, her staff was told to schedule it for another day. The day before she left, Brumbach emailed Dugan saying, I have prepared the files for tomorrow, and if court remains open tomorrow, With the impending snow forecast and anyone shows up, my staff and the court staff know what to do, the court wrote. Ultimately, Dugan prevented 95 cases from proceeding that day. The courthouse ended up being closed because of a snowstorm. I'm Tyrone Bowman. Can't make this stuff up. Never surrender. Never quit.